Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Hitman World of Assassination. We are just doing some random challenges before deciding to set some runs. Probably runs. I will do probably more kills, try to do them on silent assassin.
Welcome to Haven Island.
Oh, please collect your key to the
Mr. Reaper, welcome to Haven. Here is the key for your personal hut. It's the one behind you on the right. Oh, and Miss Petrova asked me to tell you.
But before
Looking
doing
good
that,
today, sir.
I am just doing some random challenges. I really like them much more than I probably should. Try to do it without any description, try to figure them out myself. And this is the one I'm going for now. It will be a bit of, it will be an exploration as well. I already explored everything except the top level of the private compound of the main target. But yeah, so I will go into areas that I've already been through, but yeah, the repetition makes perfect, so it will be like an extra exploration. But I assume that this challenge with these flyers means collecting a certain amount of these flowers, so that's what I will do. It will probably be a little bit, you never know in this game, but not super action-packed episode. With me just trying to collect flyers, but at the same time, it's nice to get some challenges done. So I'm now looking around. There's another one. I just hope that we don't need to pick up an incredibly big amount, like all of them. Like that I also need to
How are you, sir?
go into the private compound to find the last one, for example, because that could take quite some time. But we already found 3, so we're going pretty quickly. Only thing is, it wouldn't surprise me if there are also flyers lying around in the guest cabins, and that could also be a bit tricky trying to get those.
You can't be here!
Alright, so
Okay, I'm getting someone to deal with you, buddy. Just you wait till the guards show up.
I am not going really for a silent assassin attempt, because now I already screwed it up. And there's also these doors are locked. That's quite annoying. I need the key first. So I'm not even going through it quite efficiently, I would say, because I'm going
No sign of possible suspect. Everything is secured.
from one place back to the other, etc. Because now I need to get the key, and then I need to get back here to check out this storage room, unless I can check it out from over here. Do I see any flyer? I don't think there's a flyer in the storage room, right? So let's forget about that one. But let's get the key nonetheless. Which is over here. I would expect maybe a flyer over here. On the other end, this is an infirmary. But maybe over here in the other toilet section or shower section. Yes, nice. You see, they really can be in random places. I really wonder how many the game wants me to pick up. Is it like 5? I think I'm now at 4, like, right? Why doesn't it count? Yeah, maybe the challenge is something totally different. That can also be here. It's not yet unlocked. This is the one on the bar near the pool that we already picked up. That's the problem with trying to figure out the challenges by yourself. There's much more payoff when you finally figure it out. But it also, of course, you can waste some time doing something that the game actually doesn't need you to do for the challenge. Alright, now we have 5. 5 is too little, right? Yeah. So then I would expect we need to find 10 of them. And if it isn't 10, yeah, then I'm going to put the description on, because this really... I cannot imagine that I have to give this to somebody. No, that is not even possible, I think.
Can you please get out of my face?
That's good. I can smell that. Push yourself.
So it's either 10 or I'm just gonna see what it is. Because otherwise I will really be putting maybe a bit too much time into this minor challenge. Ah shit, I cannot drop down here, come on. You should be able to do that, 47. That's not that high.
Peter, listen, I can't go through with this. You have to rip the contract in two or something. It's just not right.
What do you mean? Of course you can. You're a lawyer. You can do anything. I've been thinking about this all day, man, and it's just not right.
Did we do the spa already? I think we did, right? But only the front area. We're not allowed in at the back. Without an appointment or without a disguise. Could check it out. Let's take out the guy over here.
Oh?
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of fracas down here. I'm having a look around.
A fracas.
Hello?
Alright, somebody almost spotted me. No idea who. Probably somebody in the massage parlor. And I'm pretty sure that this guy himself was an enforcer, but maybe there's another guy walking around here. He could be as well. But maybe not. Let's just check it out if there's any flyers over here. Nope. Could have very well been the case, but I don't see any. And in the separate rooms. Nice! One over here. None over there. Alright, then we have a security room. I don't expect there to be a flyer, but I do think it's handy if I at least take out the cameras. And by the way, also these coconuts that was in the previous episode. I spent a lot of time collecting 20 coconuts, thinking that could be what I needed to do to complete the challenge, but it was actually something totally different what I was supposed to do. Right, they will go into alert mode, but maybe later. Or shall I now go already in? Yeah, there could also be a flyer on that island over there. Let's get to that island. Let's get into a red guard disguise. They are a little bit, I think, better than the blue ones we're wearing now. This guy, I have no idea whether he is an enforcer, to be honest. Alright, that's one of the targets, by the way. Anywho, what I was saying is that previous episode with the coconuts, I was collecting 20 of them, while the challenge, the clue was only like coconuts on a tree. So first I shot down all the coconuts I could find on trees. I think I was already spotted, right? Yeah, so I'm not silent assassin anymore anyways. Anywho, but then at the end it turned out I needed to create accidents with coconuts, which I also tried, but I only did one accident and you had to do 5, so that's super random. So there can really be challenges if you try to figure them out by yourself. That, yeah, you're really losing some time. Jeez. Trial and erroring things that are wrong.
Command, I just heard a weird noise.
But I do think it is worth it, because the alternative is just simply putting on the descriptions, and then it is basically mindless execution of what the game tells you to do. Like the dumbing down of modern video games that I really hate, to be honest. With all that's why I also always play without a HUD. It's so, one, unimmersive, and two, there is no thinking involved anymore whatsoever. Anywho, so that's my approach to... here's also the water scooter key. This is to get close to one of the targets, a kill opportunity. I knew there was another one somewhere. There's a guy who, they took the key from him because he caused an accident. There's a guy in the surf shop that has the key, I think. If you take him out, you can get it from his body. I knew there was a second key somewhere here as well, so it's over there. I picked it up earlier, but I forgot where it was. But now, let's try to remember. Alright, any pamphlets over here? So there are no pamphlets on the island. I really would have expected a pamphlet over here, to be honest. And then, if there's no pamphlet on the island, then there's probably also no pamphlet on the private compound. Also, there are no tourists allowed there, so it doesn't make sense to have pamphlets over there. I think this red disguise is a little better than the blue one for getting around this part of the island, because there are mostly only blue guards here.
So good to see you again. I'm happy you chose to take advantage of our services. You will not be disappointed.
And some of the blue guards do see through the blue guard uniform if I'm wearing it. But I think they much less see through this red guard uniform. This is more like an elite guard, I think. Alright, let's open up that storage space anyways. Maybe there's a lost flyer here. It wouldn't make sense. And indeed, I don't see it. Then there could be flyers randomly around on the beach chairs. Let's check that out. By the way, that's another thing I will be doing. I read about it. I didn't know, but otherwise I could have also wasted time on trial and erroring. I wasn't looking for it. I accidentally read it, but we have to shoot all these blow-up crocodiles. I think 20. So if this flyer thing goes pretty quickly, I may be doing that one afterwards. So just to get all that collecting out of the way, and I'm sure it doesn't make for an interesting video, but to be honest, personally, I really like mindless collecting stuff. Alright, there could even, I think, also in here, there could be a flyer just...
Love the outfit.
Love your outfit as well. There could be here, nice, a butterfly. There's a nice little detail here. I think there could be a little bench here with a flyer on it. I'm not sure why I'm thinking that. Probably it's also wrong. Anyways, let's check out the restaurant and the bar. We already did everything down below here. Storage room and the toilets. Although there is one toilet I didn't went into, that's where it was occupied, where the lady spotted me.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, guys.
Good to see you, sir.
Quit screwing around here, okay?
Alright, flyers, where are you? No flyers in the bar, unless there's one over here. Pretty nice, these people playing a little bit of chess, reading a newspaper, eating some food. God damn it, the good life. Flyers
Hello,
over
sir.
here. God damn it, I was really expecting a flyer here. There will not be flyers in the dishwash area. By the way, I'm thinking now about that scooter key that's on the island, but there was also a crowbar somewhere that you could pick up. I've also really don't remember where that was.
So far under the house itself, the structure collapsed.
Fine day, sir.
We can claim any samples they take from the yard. They won't be able to prove that any possible byproducts found there isn't just from the house.
Yay.
Honey, come on. I'm trying here. Honey, come on.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed
Okay,
in
here we
here.
go again.
I don't see any flyers anyways, also wouldn't make sense.
The best buffets I've ever tried. And I don't normally...
Oh, that reminds me. I did some experimentation.
In a kitchen.
Need brining
There
for
could
at
be
least
one
2
here.
full days to really chew.
And there
Once
isn't.
that's done, we skin them, slice them thin,
Hey,
and
bud.
ferment them with a little buttermilk starter. Bread them in panko, deep fry, and serve with salt water and urchin sauce. Perfection, my boy.
You really think Miss Petrova's going to eat that? I mean, I like it and all, but the clientele here?
Oh, who cares about that? She'll come round, you'll see.
All right, Bob.
Alright, that's also a way that we will be taking her out, poisoning the foods.
Honey, come
Probably
on.
a challenge.
Hey,
Well, what do you know?
Alright, I don't see really any flyers over here, so we have to go and check out the private cabins over here, which can be quite tricky because they're quite well guarded. I'm not sure how well my disguise works here. Do think, yes, there's a flyer over here. Maybe one outside as well. I'm not sure how random they placed all these flyers. Man, this level, it looks so nice. It almost feels like you're on a holiday. Or at least I feel almost like I'm on a holiday. Alright, now the question is, this can be tricky. Can I just walk up here? Very good chance that they will not like this. I cannot get in. Ah, nice. These guys are totally fine with me being here. Alright, which door is open? Damn it, they're all closed. Right. Is she okay with me? Could go wrong in a second. God damn it, all these doors are closed. So I have to wait for him to...
Hang on. That's Jason Portman,
back in.
Former CEO of Quantum Leap and current CEO of Much Talk, the disreputed social media network, currently involved in a user data scandal.
Ah, there it's open.
Why is he here, 47?
I wanted to say there's almost always another way in, so I was surprised that I couldn't find any, but here it is.
Hey, man.
Alright, I forgot about that guy. He totally could have, if he was an enforcer, screwed up my attempts. Gluten-free sign. Right, it appears Jason Portman is on a special diet due to his gluten intolerance. A remarkable coincidence since Helmut Kruger is affected by the same affliction. Helmut Kruger was the model in the Paris level. And yeah, that's really weird, by the way. And that it was like a lookalike of 47 himself. This guy doesn't look like 47, but people get a second chance, a second identity here. And there are also quite a lot of pictures of, about Helmut Kruger here. So I am now, this is a learning moment. This guy is probably Helmut Kruger. Pretty sure he is. That's interesting. So that will probably also be some kind of a challenge or something that we could play out. Here. That's also Helmut Kruger. This for sure is Helmut Kruger. He probably became tired of being the world's #1 male model. And
looking good today,
just
sir.
went for a total identity change over here in Haven Island. Alright, 2 houses to go. I didn't find any, unless I overlooked it, but any flyer in Jason Portman. Jason Portman's cabin. Don't see any flyers over here. These boats, are, at least one of them probably is just an escape method. So also a challenge in itself. And this house is occupied by a doctor, I think. Not sure if I'm allowed in here. Ooh! And again, I could have easily been screwed over by this guy. We already read this, right? Yes. Alright, according to one of the guests, there's a doctor in one of the private huts who is here to tend to Tyson Williams in the villa. We will be doing that later. That's also a way, I think, to get to Tyson Williams. There are quite a lot of ways to take out targets. This is probably just a weapon. A briefcase. Just picking them up. Sometimes only picking up an item is a challenge in itself. Or taking an item. Like for example the golf club. Which also...
Hey!
Be a pretty
Excuse me, sir.
pretty cool way to smack somebody over the head. Nice ladies on the covers. Anywho, to be quite honest, I really was expecting flyers in these cabins, because there also was one in 47's own cabin. Would only make sense. Ah, now I have the key, I forgot about that. It would only make sense if there would be a flyer in here as well. Probably I'm just overlooking it. Do we already clear the challenge? I don't think we did, right? No. Here, why isn't there any flyer just on the little table there? Alright, next cabin and last cabin, it's empty. There are some cleaners in there. That's, I think, where one of the targets, these, what's her name? Ludmila Vetrova, goes. Because there's a dialogue, she is having issues with Tyson Williams. I think he makes advances and she doesn't like it. And she actually doesn't sleep in that private compound, but she goes to the private guest cabin, which would be this one, I'm pretty sure. Man, I'm glad it's weekend. I finally have a little bit of extra time to play, but I'm also bummed because colleagues had pop by later in the day. So if you pick up a briefcase, put it down somewhere else. It will be considered an item that is found and put, just like a weapon. If it's a random weapon, the NPCs find it. They return it to a central place. And that's also apparently the case with briefcases. But anyways, a colleague very nice said could pop by, which I will do, but I really actually don't tell anyone, although I'm now of course mentioning it on a public video. I prefer secretly to just play this. So much more interesting than random chatting about nothing in real life. Anywho, it is a very nice colleague, so it will be fun. Anywho, Yahami, I also really like it how they get like real life brands, etc. And of course there's copyright on those, so they just give it a slight twist. Alright, I would also have expected a flyer in here, to be honest. So yeah, now we really pretty much checked out most of it. So we checked out the cabins. We checked out the restaurant and the bar, up and downstairs. We checked out the little park in between, or the walkway. We checked out the reception, the spa area, the swimming pool, the infirmary with the fitness center above it. And there's one other location I didn't check, but yeah, I don't really expect any flyers to be there, and that is this little guard hangout. Not even sure whether I'm allowed in here.
Try it out for the Iron Man or something.
I don't know. If he trained his butt cheeks any harder, he could be the first one-man diamond farm.
Yeah, he'd be popping lumps of coal up there.
Alright, this is a next one. This is, I think, a very cool challenge. We have two pieces, or maybe we have to find more, but at least 2 pieces of a treasure map. Then we are going on some treasure hunts. Really look forward to that. Anyways, we pretty much searched the whole public, all
Can you
public
believe that
places
Stephen Bradley guy? How is he even allowed to
of
work?
the islands. Plus, we checked out the private area over there, or the private islands. So yeah, I have no idea how many we already read that one. How many pamphlets I have and I need to get, or whether that is the challenge at all, I don't even know. But guys, we will be checking out in a sec that private mansion over there, but I have to go for a very quick sanitary stop. We'll be back in 20 seconds, sorry. Alright, back at it. Let's get to the private compound. Again, it's probably easier just to get through the front entrance. It doesn't really matter actually. But I probably already did, but we didn't clear the challenge yet. So I'm actually a little bit doubting whether the challenge actually is collecting all the pamphlets, because if it would be like collect 10 pamphlets, it would also make a lot of sense to have a counter on them. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed in here actually. I'm just gonna try it. Hey, what's this? Alright, another staff key. And here do you have a remote explosive. Alright, we can use that actually to also do a challenge kill. Sabotaging a... Alright, I'm gonna write this down. I will forget it otherwise. Sabotaging a water scooter of one of the targets. So what we will write down is remote explosive security building. This will make it much easier once I go and do those challenges. And the other thing I found in this episode, it was not the crowbar, but it was the water scooter key. Water scooter key, which you also need for this remote explosive setup, because you need to give the target the water scooter key because it was taken from him. Below bar little islands plus surf shop dude. And then the other one, crowbar. I think there are two places where there is a crowbar, although I don't really need one if you have that staff area key, but still it could be handy. Anywho, let's continue the hunt for flyers. One over here. Again, nothing. God damn it. Where are they? I really hope this is the challenge, actually. Because it's super weird. A pamphlet detailing activities on a private island retreat in the Maldives owned by a company called Haven. Haven seems to be a company specializing in reputation management and identity realignments. Sounds like a place for people wanting to hide from the law. Alright, but... yeah, it's not... normally, also if I collected those coconuts, at least they would be in your inventory. With a counter, like this is how many you have, and with these flyers I don't have that, so I'm really doubting actually whether it is what we need to do, but I cannot think of anything else that I could do with flyers. No idea. Alright, I think we are pretty safe walking in. There are a couple of enforcers in this area for sure.
Hello, sir.
But mostly it is pretty accessible. There's, by the way, one locked area over here that I don't think we can immediately explore this house, because, well, yeah, you see on the second floor I didn't explore everything yet. That secret office, I did get in there. Probably through the underground laboratory I got in there. Alright, but we have to be careful. There is a guy roaming about here. That guy. Is a enforcer. Alright, do we see anything here? I don't. And there's also one.
She's not even staying at the villa anymore.
No, no.
Up the stairs, and this lady, or at least one of the cleaning ladies upstairs, is also one, I think.
I like it down there.
And there we go, very nice.
Man, look around you. It's beautiful.
Right, did we now clear it? Nope.
I love this place.
Alright, so but at least it was worth it getting here. Because actually... Alright, where's the enforcer? There he is. God damn it, I need to watch out. Because he will turn around soon. Previous episode, or the one before, we also did the challenge with that guy jumping off the springboards. For that one I did cheat and looked it up. I really couldn't find a way to do it. But anyways, it was worth it getting in this private area, although, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to have flyers lying around for an area that is private, so to say. Because there are no tourists here. Man, that's a pretty cool picture.
God, man.
Art design is amazing. I wonder whether the developers make these pictures as paintings randomly themselves.
Hey, who are you?
I was not expecting that, to be honest.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Alright, this is going totally wrong. Alright, I was not expecting actually to be somebody to be an enforcer in that security room, because I was there multiple times before. But what I think,
anyone found anything on the security tapes yet?
Normally that enforcer, if you enter the security building from the other side,
had access to the villa, so it must be somebody working with us.
Nothing yet. I've told the others this is a
I'm
top
not sure
priority,
whether
sir.
he stopped searching already.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think
Review
he
the
does.
tapes, find the perp, and get me that USB.
Anyways,
Good day to you,
Reward
sir.
handsomely for the fine.
if you
More
enter
importantly,
the
I get to keep my job.
That's clearly the most important part,
buildings
sir.
from here.
Okay, well, what are you standing around for? Go!
Then he doesn't see you because his back is turned. But obviously, if you enter from the door that I entered earlier, yeah, then you are in his line of sight. But I don't see any pamphlets over here. Alright, at least that wasn't like a big, that didn't end up in a big shootout or anything. Happy with that. Still have to be careful because sometimes really people that you don't expect to be enforcers are enforcers anyways. Alright, this is that security room door. What I do find a little bit strange in this house is that I have yet to find a kitchen, unless it's only that outside barbecue area. That could be. Alright, and are we now also... No, these parts we already checked out. Or very briefly while I just was running through it. But now let's check it out a bit better. So we can poison. Medical cabinet key. That will be handy. We will be also disguising ourselves as a doctor to come in here. No reset for the wickets. Alright. We can sit down as a doctor probably. And this Tyson William guy has a pretty big wardrobe. You would expect a cupboard in here where you can hide bodies, apparently not. And I do think there is an enforcer dude right over there. Or on the... I think it's over there, him over there. Or possibly one a little bit further that's walking around. I'm not 100% sure.
He keeps complaining about that migraine of his. He can't even go out in the sunlight anymore.
You know what I heard? That doctor of his mentioned something about some old disease Mr. Williams once suffered from. Said it had likely left some permanent side effects.
She could very well...
Like the scars on his body?
More like scars on his brain. Doctor said there was a high risk of some permanent damage to his mind, which would explain the... you know, his episodes. Mr. Williams freaked out when he heard. Locked himself in his room for days.
That sounds terrible.
I know.
Who saw me?
I mean, what could do something like that? I hope it's not contagious.
I really don't like the look of you.
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. This is so weird that
Hey, not another step.
she saw me earlier and then nothing was wrong. And then she suddenly becomes an enforcer. She sees through my disguise. To be honest, I was already a little bit amazed that she wasn't a enforcer, because I remember her, or I was surprised about it. I remember her to be one. And it turned out she was one, but she was, it looked like she was, pretty nice chairs by the way. Not that I would have them in my house, but the detail in game. Anyways, not that here's a banana as well. That's also a challenge we did, super funny. Have people slip over a banana. What I was saying is that, yeah, apparently she's a delayed enforcer, because I'm pretty sure she saw me earlier, and only after the second time seeing me did she get alerted. Alright, one moment. Financier, yeah, we already read that cover. Competición Panamericana, Mexico. Pretty cool poster. also nice details. These flower leaves or buds falling down. Right, there's not much there. Check out that picture over there. It looks like a lampshade, but it also looks like...
That is Tyson Williams, CEO of Haven. A reputed paranoid tyrant, Williams is known for his bad temper and heavy-handedness.
What is he looking at? Anyways, it also looks like a person locked up in a circular room. Alright, what is he looking at? He's just a bit of a freak. Alright, now I need to be careful because this is where those... Here, that's where that lady is. Still not sure who of the two. Cool painting as well. Alright, those are all cool. Yeah, it wouldn't make... This is probably also a kill opportunity, pretty damn sure. You can mess around with it. Yeah, I would not expect a flyer to be here. Then again, they can be anywhere. So, anyways, one of those ladies is an enforcer. Super annoying. Guys, we'll have to end the episode here, hitting the 45-minute marker. We'll continue in the next one, hunting for that last, hopefully one pamphlet or maybe two. And then we will be shooting crocodiles. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.